What's good, WWE 2K fans? Welcome back to the channel. So after a 2.5 year hiatus, we finally got another WWE 2K game as WWE 2K22 is up and ready for those that actually went the early access route. And I just wanted to show you guys the first thing that I jumped into when I started the game up. The tutorial. Yeah, I took Vibe's advice, man, and ran through the tutorial under the tutelage of Mr. Drew Gulak himself. And I'm glad I did because it's definitely different. And I don't mean that in a bad way by any means. It's just that, when I say that, I just mean that it's definitely going to take some time to get used to things. I mean, I think when 2K said that this game would be easier to pick up and play, like during the marketing, they were definitely looking at that from the perspective of like brand new players. And I see that now. I mean, I think the reason that some veteran players might not like the new controls or just, have a harder time adapting to them is because like we basically have to unlearn everything that we knew from past WWE games and then try to learn a whole different control scheme. So from that standpoint, I could see why, the changes may not sit well with some veteran players. But all I could tell you, man, is just, give it a chance and it'll probably grow on you, man. Personally, I was able to get through the tutorial, pretty painlessly. There was nothing that was like overly difficult or confusing. Breakers was probably the only slight thing, I guess the little hiccup that I probably had. But I feel like that's something that's going to come over time. Like, and the more you play the game, the better you're going to get at those. Like I said, man, it's really just a matter of how fast you can break your old habits from past WWE 2K games. Now, at first, I wasn't too sold on the combo system, but after playing around with it, they weren't too bad. I mean, they came together pretty nicely, way better than I had originally thought. Now, keep in mind, like I still operate under the mind that, I could take them or leave them. It's nothing profound or groundbreaking. Combos have pretty much always been in the game in some capacity. If there was one thing I guess I would change about combos, it would probably make it less strike heavy, kind of balance it out between the strikes and the grapples. I think, it'd be cool if we were able to chain together some grapple moves, to make a combo that way. But I'm not going to dive too deep into that. That's probably something for a wish list down the road. Dodging is another one of those things where I personally feel like it just really wasn't necessary, like in a lot of scenarios. Now, I will say the cruiserweights do have like a pretty cool dodge ability that where they can roll and like put some distance between themselves and the opponent. Like that's pretty cool, but outside of that, I can't really see using this all that much, especially not when you could just reverse. Obviously I don't think many people are gonna pick a dodge over a reversal. And I guess the last thing I would say, I would say the hardest thing to get used to is probably just having to lock up to perform a lot of actions and stuff like Irish whips and dragon carry, and even just performing grapple moves. Like, it definitely felt weird. But again, I feel like it's just one of those things where the more you play, you'll get used to it and it'll probably start to feel natural to you. But anyway, 2K fam, man, that's all the notes I had from the tutorial. But please subscribe and keep an eye to the channel because my Rise videos will be coming very, very soon. So I appreciate y'all for, giving me a piece of y'all time, man. And until the next one, later, 2K fam.